What's up, everyone? We're back in the garage. Well, at least I am. Where's Dusty, you ask? Well, let's just say for the first half of this video, you got me, and I'm taking over. But don't worry, Dusty will be back in just a bit, because in today's video, you're gonna learn a little bit more about me. I'm gonna reveal a little DIY project we've been working on here in the garage, and also, we got the big reveal of the secret that we've been holding on to about the 240Z build. You're gonna be excited, because I know I am. We have a lot to unpack, but before we do all that, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. We really appreciate all y'all's patience and support as we get these videos out so that you can follow this 240Z, AKA Rust Bucket, AKA train wreck sometimes of a build, all the way to the very end. Let's get it. Welcome back, everybody. Morgan Mac here. Dusty is actually at work right now, and he's given me a little bit of free reign. I'm kind of trying to pay him back. There's been some inconsistencies a little bit in him being able to release videos, and I just first off wanted to come in here and kind of give y'all a heads up of why. That is in largely part my fault. As a lot of you know, my grandmother passed away back in February. Me and my kids were all very close to her, so that in itself was a very hard situation. And then not even a week later, my boss, who is like a family member to me, she also got a new job closer to home. So she left, and I've been working with her for like 5 to 6 years. So I had a lot of change going on there at one time. And then we had a ton of birthday parties, and the kids got back into wrestling, and it has just been wildly crazy and busy, and I have needed a lot of help and support from Dusty. So unfortunately, I've had to pull him away from the YouTubes a little bit to get his help, and he has been gracious to do so. So I appreciate all y'all's patience with that. Hopefully now we can kind of get back on track and get some videos out more consistently, because we got some exciting stuff coming up. We're super excited. So yeah, anyways, moving on. I did say that I would tell you a little bit about myself. I know we did a Q&A before, and you found out a few things about me then, and I know you know we have kids and that kind of stuff, but I just thought I would kind of formally introduce myself. Or obviously, I'm Morgan McElroy. I'm 36 years old, married to Dusty McElroy. We have 2 beautiful teenagers. Oh my gosh, they're growing up so fast. I am a cake decorator in a bakery that is very busy here in our town. And I work early in the mornings, and then I come home and take care of bills and household stuff and taking kids around. So yeah, obviously I like cars. Especially older ones, you know, old Mustangs, Chevelles, Novas. I think that's been mentioned in the videos before. I've just always been a car girl. I'm not always able to get out here in the garage, but I do love to go to car shows. I've never been much of like a, you know, fancy, prissy kind of girl. Not that there's anything wrong with that, not at all. Just for me personally, I've always liked to play sports and, you know, get my hands dirty and, you know, do what I can, have a good time. So yeah, I'm an Army brat. My dad was in the Army, and so we traveled around. So I have gotten to see some places, but I was actually born in Panama City, Florida. And through just Army experiences and stuff like that, somehow we ended up here in South Carolina. So that's where I met Dusty, and we had kids, and yeah, so that's that. That's me in a nutshell. I'm more of the introvert of the family, so this is very widely out of my comfort zone, very widely, but thought I'd give it a shot, so here I am. So, that's me. Next, we promised y'all a little reveal. What we have been working on, organizing the garage, because it's really hard for me or Dusty to come out here and to do things, and then stuff is everywhere, and there's no room to work. And I actually made the comment to him one day that he might have made his fabrication table a little too big. It's very big in the space. So We got in here with the kiddos, and I'm sure that Dusty will post some stuff about that. We got in here with the kiddos and changed some things up. So I'm just gonna walk you around and show you a few things, and Dusty's gonna show you some more later. So first off, we have metal organization over here. So while they actually did some of the heavy lifting, Wimpy Mama here went to Harbor Freight and picked out some shelving and got some crates and things so that all the metal, the junk pile that you saw before, could be organized. I was nervous about this because he told me where he wanted it to go, as you can see, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be wide enough or if it was going to be too, narrow, but I mean, it actually fit really good. And he hasn't seen it since I actually organized it some more, but yep, I think that'll keep us on track with that. Okay. Also, we got this little shelf. So we were able to organize, nuts and bolts and washers, and we still have a lot to do in here as far as getting them filled up and labeled. Want to get like a whole metric system and a whole standard system. So it'll be easy peasy to find what we need, and he can come over and get his batteries. And of course, y'all have seen the air tool thing that he did before, so he was able to organize all that. He's already had his pegboard up here pretty organized, but we went through and cleaned his wood desk off. And going back to what I said before, he took my advice. So he did finally agree that his fab table might have just been a wee bit too wide and a wee bit too big and all that jazz. So what did he do? He cut that booger in half. So now you can see we have 2 fab tables. Works out really well because he's got his welders over here. And again, we're not completely done. We're still he's gonna put some hooks up here to hang the wires on, and we'll have some other things that we wanna do, but we're definitely way more organized than what we were before. All his like little power fabrication tools down here. Some dollies. Got the welding helmets and stuff with the welders down there. Put his toolbox in the middle, and then here we have his other table. He's actually able to keep some of his stuff that he uses a lot, his drill press and things like that, on top. And then some more stuff down here. So trying to get it more organized, trying to get it more functional, getting some hooks and hanging stuff up out of the way. I'm gonna show you this little corner too. So the cool thing about his table, which to me this is it's pretty ingenious. So if he wants to have a big fab table, he can still do that. What he's got, he might have to explain this to you a little bit better than me, but he's basically got it to where he can pull the 2 tables out, push them together, and they'll basically like locked together. And then that way, if he needs it, he has a big fab table. But when he doesn't need it, check out all this floor space. So we have plenty of room to get in here and roll the Datsun, around so that we can get under it and work under it. Okay, by we, mostly him, but I do what I can. So yeah. He'll be able to show you like up top in the attic where our daughter got up there and just went complete ham and rearranged it. She gets it from us. What can I say?
Faith is filthy. She took it upon herself to want to go up in the attic storage, I guess. We're still a mess right now. Still a mess. She took it upon herself to go up in the attic since we're getting stuff organized. And she organized all the empty boxes over there. car parts, seats, dash, exhaust. My winter heaters are over there where I can get to them easy from the other side. And now I have plenty of space. Before, couldn't really get anything else up on this side, so she did. Friggin' awesome.
So I think he has that video where he'll be able to show you that. And then we have these things, which they're wide and they get in the way, but hopefully soon, at some point, we'll be able to get them back under the car and they won't be in the way. And we might come up with another plan to get the rear end and the front end out of the way. But for now, that's where they're stuck. So you may have noticed, I've been dropping a few hints. Not a lot, didn't want to make it obvious, but I've been dropping a few hints about our old girl here, who we have yet to name. I've thought about a couple of things. Thought about calling her Dottie. I don't know why, just she seems like a Dottie, you know? So we thought about that. Anyways, moving on. So for the big reveal, we're not changing the engine. Y'all have already heard we got the color picked out, Twilight Turquoise. Super excited about that. Also coming up, we've kind of picked out some rims. So you'll get to see that soon. But for today, for today's big secret, there's been a lot of speculation about what we're gonna change, but did anybody guess it with the clues that I gave today? We're going wide body! You heard it. I know I'm a classic. Y'all have heard me say it before. I like the old classics, but I'm also female and I changed my mind. What can I say? So, maybe Dusty can put up pictures of like the classic style Datsun and then the wide body. Decided to go wide body. Not super wide body. Like I don't want a super something simple, clean. I do not like the bolt-ons. I'm sorry if you do. I just don't. So Dusty is gonna custom make me some wide fender flares to just the right size. And yeah, we're gonna take this old girl and she's gonna be classic with a little twist. So we'll probably keep some stuff classic and then some stuff we're gonna change. And this is one of those things that we are gonna change. And I'm super excited about it. She's gonna look gorgeous. Yeah, stick with us. Life gets busy. We can't complete it all in a day, unfortunately. I know that would be more exciting, but we're gonna get there and we're excited.
What's up, guys? Man, I'm stoked. Wife done surprised me and made a video while I was at work. So I just finished editing that. I wanted to come in here and just touch on a few things, maybe elaborate. Huge thanks to her. Huge thanks to you guys. If you enjoyed her giving you guys a garage tour and her being on video more, make sure to smash the like button and drop it down in the comments. Like she mentioned, she's introverted by nature. And sometimes it's even hard for me to film, and I do it a lot. But you know, you're subconscious about yourself and how you sound and all that, what have you. If you noticed in one part of the video, she was filming over here and the lighting was kind of dim. That was just because the main lights of the shop out here were on. There's just this light right here, the workbench light. Yeah, she just forgot to turn it on. But let's see. I would like to add some pegboard right there. Put my flap disc on it, my cutting disc, all that stuff, get it hung up. Same way over here, I'd like to add some pegboard right there and organize my squares, my angle finder, all the design type stuff. We added these. These are like $2.99, less than $3 at Harbor Freight, guys. And it allowed me to get some of the stuff where it's still easily accessible when I need it. But before, I had this stuff on my fab table and it was just kind of taking up space. Up here, if you guys notice, I got my engine stand hung up on those racks. But one of the things I learned back when I used to manage grocery stores, they always had a saying, and rent is free to the ceiling. So you think about floor space and utilizing it, but you can also utilize all the space that you might not be using on the walls, etc. So rent's free to the ceiling. You're already paying for the sales floor, so to speak, garage floor. Anyways, I done went off on a tangent. We'll finish. I gotta add my regulators to the welder, make some hooks for my TIG torch, my grounds, my welding leads. My MIG welder's over here. Also added the plasma cutter, added it on that shelf. It used to be on a dolly up under the plasma table. And then over here, I'm not sure if you guys noticed in the older videos, but all the batteries used to be up here and they plugged in down there. At one point I moved them over here and they plugged in there. But the problem was when I had my fab table, it was 4 foot wide. Trying to reach over and get a battery, it was just aggravating. So now they can all be plugged in at once. We got juice. We're good to go. When I don't want them on, turn them off. And I absolutely love these little organizers. Those also come from Harbor Freight. So yeah, we're gonna go through, get it more organized, but paste stuff down here. Most of that stuff used to also be on shelves up there, so if my fab table was in the way, it's kind of tough getting to it. So just having this stuff right here, my hammer fab crater maker, tap and die set. So yeah, rib nuts, hardware. Another huge announcement, and I'm super stoked about this. The channel has officially been monetized. Now I know what some of you guys might be thinking. I'm gonna quit watching because I'm not gonna help this guy get rich. Whoa, 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 man. All right, so the sky's the limit, obviously, but right now, everything we're making from the channel is going back in the channel and is helping with my wife's Datsun build. She's picked out rims. She's picked out the color. You guys have known that for a while. We're actually working with an awesome designer, and here shortly we're gonna have a 3D rendering to show you guys with the wide body, the flares. Wide body? What? My wife finally decided we're going wide body. Now what she meant by beefy, she wants a nice meaty tire, wants it to have some stance, but what she means by she don't want it like beefy is she don't want it overly extreme, like gaudy, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna work something out, but I'm excited that I get to do some cool metal fab. I've never built a wide body kit. I've never built fender flares, and the fact that we're gonna do it on my wife's Datsun, I'm stoked about. Now, upcoming videos, we're gonna have some dropping back to back to back. Any support you guys can give, I wanna thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. 8,000 plus subscribers. So I'm never gonna change who I am or what the channel is, but when you guys watch, it does help. Yeah. But I'm just in hopes. I'm excited for the future. Excited that maybe we can get some sponsors. Maybe we can get some help with some parts to make this build even more awesome. So upcoming, we got to get this roof sorted out. More tool review videos. Maybe consider, even if the video isn't directly related to the Datsun, maybe check it out. I'm trying to get out more content, stuff that I actually enjoy. You know, there's more stuff I enjoy outside of just working on the Datsun. Tool reviews, maybe some fabrication of some other type stuff. Still got my 66 F100. Huge thanks to you guys. Thanks for the likes, the comments, the shares. That's all I got. Dusty Mac is signing out. Look for some more videos coming, some more fab work coming on this thing. Did I mention wide body? We're going wide body. Yes, sir. Let's go. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.